morning, ladies and gentlemen. I'm meadsyreplays. Welcome back to the channel, and today's video we are looking at the Batchat 25T. Yes, the French tier 10 light tank. Now this tank has been given some love. Finally, it has been given some love, and it's been kind of like a hit and miss in regards to the community over the last few years. Some like it, some doesn't. Of course, when it was like the only light tank in the game, it was pretty solid. It was the only light tank in tier 10, and you didn't really have much to choose from, obviously. But as soon as they then got the Vickers, the Sheridan, the T100 light, the Batchat has been getting less and less love for this tank. But Wargaming have finally given this tank some love in regards to DPM. So the DPM, now you're able to hit the 3000 DPM mark. So you've got 3005 DPM. Now I am running this tank with calibrated shells, and I would recommend anyone to run this tank with calibrated shells, because if you run it with the vents, then you're only getting around about 50 DPM more. It really isn't worth running the vent. Run it with calibrated shells. It will be much better. So it's got no armor, however you're still able to bounce some shots. Now Wargaming also gave it the upgraded look, the graphics, and again, even since then it does look fantastic. And also with the update a few updates ago now, the acceleration does feel a lot more quicker as well, which I absolutely love. So as I've spoke about, 3000 DPM, the magazine reload is just 13 seconds, which isn't a lot at all. The shell reload time is now 2.8 seconds between each shell, and it's got 3 shells in its magazine. Your penetration with calibrated shells is 252, which is decent enough, and heat is 325, so not too bad at all. Considering it's a light tank, you're able to use this tank to get around the map very quickly, and then dump your load, and then get the hell out of there. That is how I love playing this tank. Literally, it is like a hit and run, and that's exactly how I love playing this tank, a hit and run. So you're doing a 310 alpha, 260 on your heat and 380 on your HE. Aim time is good at 2.6, dispersion at 0.326, and it does only have 6 degrees of gun depression. However, it does go 65 kilometers per hour. So in this battle I'm going to show you, this is exactly how I like to play the Batchat. Of course, it all depends on the situation you're in. Every game is different. Some games you're not able to play it to what you like to play it, and you have to play it like say like a medium tank. This battle here, I'm the only light tank, so I don't really want to play it like a medium tank. The enemy do have a T62 Fearless, and I don't really want to go to the right side and meet the T62, because he will destroy me. So I want to go with my team. But the first thing I want to do is do my duty, and that is, as a light tank, is to spot the enemy team to see where they are going. So we've gone left. So of course I don't really want to go right. And straight away I spot the Hori. Now he is the only tank I've spotted, and considering he's going to our right and no one yet has been spotted by C, I'm kind of guessing everybody has gone to the right. So of course I'm going to go this side. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to go around the whole map into their spawn and to see what I can spot. And my whole idea of this is to release my clip into a certain tank and then move on to another tank. Now sometimes, dependent on the enemy's position, you may be able to stay in a certain position for a longer time. So what we're going to do here now is we've got behind the enemy. Of course, I'm going to go for the Death Star. I don't need to move. I'm not spotted yet. We get the second shell out. I wanted to go for the tracks to keep him there. We do manage to keep him there, and we managed to destroy him very quickly. So that is now the biggest tank in the game gone. However, we do have one tank down for our team. So now the Hori is pushing in. That was a very bad shot, and he's going for the AMX 50B. I am spotted, but I really want to deal with this Hori while he's not looking at me, and while he's dealing with one of my tanks, one of my team. I can then sort of bring his hit points down. Now we are losing on tanks. We're 1 tank down, and we are this. You can see our 2 tank destroyers are up there, but they've got literally 5 tanks all around, so they're not going to survive for very long. I really want to kill this Hori, but I don't want to waste any hit points at this point in the game, because he will be able to deal a lot of hit points into me. Now we do have an E100 coming around, so I'm thinking, right, okay, he's full hit points. The Hori is a one-shot. I'm going to leave him. Now, we've got the Foch here. We've got the Foch, and yes, he's AFK. I wasn't aware he was AFK until I started shooting him, but we've got him down to basically a magazine. So I'm going to go for him. At this point, the E100 has only just dealt with that Hori, so it is now a 2 versus 5. But the reason I'm now going for this AFK is because of our supremacy points. It's a 2 versus 5. Literally no hope in hell to win this game outright, but my only hope is supremacy points. So I'm just going to stay with my E100. I'm not looking at running away anywhere. I'm not looking at leaving this E100 to die alone. Now the enemy have started to catch base B, so I'm just waiting with this E100. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to push this E100 on the enemy team. So of course there is a T57 there. I'm not too bothered about the T57. I want to focus this E100, because as you can see, my E100 is also shooting him as well. So I'm going to completely ignore the T57. Now look at our supremacy points. As soon as they reach to around 950, 960, well 970-ish, all we need is a kill. So I just need to keep this E100 alive, and you can see I'm ignoring the T57. So I want to get this kill before the E100 dies, and that is exactly what happened. So luckily we do manage to survive, and I won a 1 versus 3. We managed. If I wouldn't have killed, or if they would have killed my E100 before I would have killed theirs, then I don't know if this would have been a win. But I thought that was a decent battle and a perfect way to play the bat chat. And we get 5k damage, nice and easy, first class. We get the Kolobanov as well, because the E100 died right at the end. So I just thought that was a pretty good battle, but we did only win because of supremacy. But sometimes that's what you got to do, I'm afraid. That is what supremacy is there for. So next up, we're going to watch Jendak Rab, and he is on this this map. And this map here, I mean, Canal, it's a good map. I do like this map. It all depends on, again, what your team do. Now, of course, mediums go right, heavy tanks usually go left. But if you get caught out, then you could really suffer on this map, because sometimes the teams do stay together. So your team might go left, you might go right here because you're a light tank or a medium tank, but the whole of the enemy team may also come this way. So you have to be patient. You have to be very patient with this map. And this T62, I mean, he's got away with just moving out on 1,000 hit points, but the standard B, as you can see, this you should not do. There is only 1 tank spotted. He is literally just focusing on this T62, and he's just got ripped, and he's going to get ripped. His hit points are just going to go down dramatically. So they do manage to take care of that T62. You can see the Skoda there, the Skoda T50. He looks like he is now on his own. So taking or focusing him, of course, he's opened him. The team in the middle, you can see the heavy tanks there are able to get shots off as well. And now this guy is going to do what he should be doing in a light tank, is at least trying to open up the enemy team. So there's the Skoda. He should be able to clear him as long as he doesn't low roll massively, which unfortunately he does with the first shot. And yeah, that is quite bad, because he's left him on 78 hit points, and now he's on the reload. So he's just backing up, and you can see he's backing up because there is a tank behind, but what he's trying to do is bring him out to his team, but unfortunately at this point no one is looking this way, but he does manage to take care of him. So he's now on 2.2k damage. They are winning on tanks. It's a 6 versus 5. Now he does have this Hori here, and he has the WZ113, so he's just going to go for the WZ. He's the easiest shot. if he commits and goes for the Hori, he could be isolated and the Hori could push him and he won't have any backup whatsoever. So he's just waiting. He's just being very, very patient, waiting for his team. The Hori is still there. Now, with this AMX 50B pushing forward, he could probably push behind and go for this Hori. And that's exactly what he's doing. He waited for the right time to push the Hori. And now the Hori is a one clip. He can now push him, get behind him, and he should easily be able to take him out. Now that fire has definitely helped because he's a one shot, he's got one shell left, and he is going to go for the WZ. That now brings him down to a one shot. So perfect time push there, and I love the fact that he just waited and for the right opportunity. And as soon as the AMX took the shot, as soon as the AMX took the attention of the Hori, he then made his move. So he's now reloaded his magazine. Of course, he's not going to run away yet. He wants to deal with this WZ, who is a one shot, but the AMX 50B does deal with him to bring it now down to a 4 versus 3. However, the only tank spotted at the moment is the Type 71. There is 2 other tanks somewhere, and we don't know what their hit points are like. We don't know if they're full hit points or half. There is the E75 in a very bad position. Great for our bat chat here. He's able to get one shot. The second shot only tracks him, but he is able to get that third shot in, and he now is a 2 shot. So, which is very, very good. So again, because he's reloading, he's now going to use the mobility of this tank to get around, and as soon as he's reloaded, he's just going to wait. Now, he doesn't want to take a shot at this point of the game. A lot of people would probably take the shot and just to try and get the kill. But he was very, very safe. Unfortunately, again, misses one shot, low rolls one shot, and he leaves the E75 alive. He's only 18 hit points, but that is still massive. But the AMX 50B, again, to save the day, is there. So now the Type 71 is pushing. That there was a beautiful shot. That was a very nice shot into the Type 71. So he's got one shot, and then he's going for the reload, and he's going to use the mobility again to get around the map. And he's on 5.5k damage. He has played this absolutely perfectly. And I love it. I do honestly love the back chat now. It's got the DPM. Doesn't have, of course, it doesn't have the DPM that the other mediums have got, like 3,500, 3,600. But what it has got is that mobility. It's got the auto loader. And most auto loaders are lower hit point, lower DPM anyway. So I think with the 3000 DPM, it really has made this tank really, really good. I always loved the tank anyway, to be honest. I really did love the tank. But with the DPM, with the mobility, I think it's just made this tank so much better. And I've always said it with tier 10 light tanks, this has always been like a unique tank because it's the only light tank with an auto loader. You've got the T100, which is fairly new. Of course, you've got the Sheridan, which is different because it's a big gun, and then you've got the Vickers. So you had an auto loader, a normal shotgun, a single shotgun, and then you had the Sheridan. So they were all different, which is what I loved. I loved the fact, or still love the fact, that most of the light tanks in tier 10 are all different. However, now you've got the T100. There is now a couple of tanks that are very, very similar, but the T100 is all about DPM. However, it has lost DPM. So the back chat definitely needed some love. It's definitely got some love, and with the community do still like this tank, which is what it should be. It is a fun tank to play. It looks absolutely fantastic, and with the 3000 DPM that it's now got, I do think it's brilliant, and it has came back into business, and it's made the tank very, very strong again. And that's exactly what it needed. So just one shot there and into the AMX 50B. He does manage to just to get away. Now, all props to this AMX 50B on his team as well. He did a great job. He did a great job. Both of these did a fantastic job. So yeah, no armor. It's got the mobility. It's a very, very quick tank. It's got good DPM, got okay penetration. The penetration is enough, and I think this tank is absolutely brilliant. So let me know your thoughts on the back chat 25T. Do you like the tank? Do you think it needs more, or do you think it is perfect how it is? Let me know in the comments below. But for now, I hope you enjoyed today's video, guys. I'm meadsy69, and I will catch you all soon. Bye bye. With